Hello there, tankers. How you all doing? Cosmic Carry here, bringing you another World of Tanks video. And today I just wanted to update you guys on where I'm at and what I'm doing and all of that jazz. I don't know. It's kind of like I've done these vids so many times before, but yeah, just a quick update vid on where I'm at with the game, life in general, a bit of rambling and all of that jazz. I'd like to say a big thank you for all the kind words and support for my trial video for April the 1st, the equalizer from the loot boxed vid. I made that vid like about 2-3 weeks ago, and it's been sitting up on YouTube unreleased, ready and waiting for April the 1st, of course. And I have to say, because I made it so early, I was very nervous, as I was the last time I made a vid on the warlord tank. I was very nervous because some of the humor is quite out there, and it's a bit wrong, and it's a bit going too far, but it's a joke at the end of the day. And if people can't take it, people can't take it. You know, I can't do nothing about that, but it's just a joke. It's just humor. That's all that it is. Coincidentally, I have actually applied to become a community contributor recently, and right around the time that vid was released, I'm not really that bothered if I do become one. I think my thinking was it'd be nice to give some tanks away. You know, it'd be nice to give some premium time away. Not necessarily trying to do it because of the reasons I was trying to do it before, where I really wanted to be a community contributor, where we're kind of waiting for that day to come. Nowadays, I don't mind either way if I made one or not made one, you know, and I'll put up reviews on the premium tanks, but I'm not really bothered. It's just kind of like an I guess you can call it. It would be like an extra dimension to my channel. It'd be like an extra skill, an extra perk for my channel. So why not? You know, I'm not really bothered, like I said, if I do get made one or not. And so I won't be fuming if they say no, and I'll be very happy if they say yes, you know. So it's all good, it's all cool. But hopefully wargaming has a sense of humor. um, they do, and on a lot of occasions they do not, and so we'll see. Yeah, I don't mind either way, honestly. It's all good. As far as the Fadins medal video was concerned, I know there's a lot of likes and there's a lot of dislikes, and they're kind of equal. It's the first time I've had a video where I've had equal amount of likes and dislikes. A lot of dislikes. That's understandable, but again, it is what it is. It's just, you know, I originally made a vid that was supposed to be kind of like the main April Fool's vid, where I was trying to convince Arty players to load up just a couple of shells in order to get a Fadins medal. So I was hoping that there would be a whole bunch of Arty players running around on April the 1st trying to get a Fadins medal with only and hardly doing any damage. And that would have been down to my vid. Ha ha, April Fools. But the vid that I created, it was, you know, it's going into some details, into some specifics. It was a real how to get a Fadins medal in Arty very easily, you know. And I was explaining, like, use a tank with a lot of splash damage, you know, make sure you position your tank carefully, and you know, make sure your shell can cover the distance, and all of this stuff, and it was a real how to get a Faden's medal in artillery very easily. And that vid would have, I don't know, I think it would have got even more dislikes than the current vid that I have up at the moment. And I didn't want that, basically. I didn't want to be the guy that, you know. So I thought, you know, I'll just put up footage, and that's it. And I did actually put up a post in the forums saying to Wargaming, this is kind of like a bug, it's a glitch, it's a whatever you want to call it, so you should patch this, you should fix this. This should not be a thing in Wargaming. Because it took me, I'd say about it took me about 4 or 5 battles to get. But having said that, you know, you can only get it in a victory, and out of those 4 or 5 battles were 2 or 3 victories. So I only, realistically, I only got it in 2 or 3 battles. It wasn't that hard at all, you know. It really wasn't. I came really close with each and every victory, because it's really easy to drop a shell with humongous splash damage on the last remaining red player. It really is. So that should be something on their to-do list to fix. Perhaps prohibit getting a Fadins medal if you load into a battle and you've only got less than 5 shells. Suggestion, you know. I do like what Wargaming are currently doing, which is keeping us busy, because I like to be busy. I like to have goals when it comes to the game. I like to be doing this, I like to be doing that, I like to be working towards something. And I do find myself, since the outbreak, you know, in my free time, that's all I do, is just play tanks. And I find myself, I'm always, you know, busy with the game. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm training crews, I'm working on grinding stuff. And kudos to Wargaming. I mean, I did mention this about 2 weeks ago on the forums. I did put up a post. I'm not taking credit for this in any way, shape or form, but I told them, you know, that you're never going to have such a humongous player base, a captive audience as you do now. Just go for it, go for the sales, give out free premium time, just everything, you know, no holds barred. Just do everything that you can just to get as many players as you can. A lot of people out there just bored out of their skulls, and you know, we've seen a big surge in the player population, absolutely, and I am enjoying the ops and the grinds and the this and the that, you know, even more so. I think there was a significant change in mentality compared to, I don't know, like a month ago when the Winter Games ended. It was just boring. There was nothing much to do, etc., etc. Was it last weekend? Pardon me, I'm burping. We had those light tank maps in rotation. I think it was only 6 maps, I think, in rotation, and everybody hated it, and I for one loved it. You know, because I got the light tank package and I absolutely loved it. And I instantly noticed when they switched back to the normal map rotation, I instantly noticed it, you know, because I wasn't doing as well, I wasn't owning as much, I guess. But I absolutely loved it, you know, just having proc over and over again. I mean, I loved it. That new map, it needs to be lowered in rotation. It comes up way too often. Yeah, it's a new map, lovely, fantastic, but it's in rotation way too often. But so yeah, I got the light tank package, which was it the Rover, was it the T92 and the ELC, which I already have. But the Rover, can I urge you guys to get the Rover? Oh, it wasn't part of the package, was it? What was the other tank? Oh, it was the Aguila? The Tier 8 German light tank. That one's fantastic as well. But it's as big as a house, so that's a big problem. But, you know, it's a downgraded RU 251, 252, whatever it is, the Tier 9 German light. So it's OP as hell. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. I love it. You know, I really went bananas with the sales. I bought the Tiger package. I mean, everything was mega cheap. You know, like with the Tigers, I owned half the Tigers, and it was 70% off. I think I ended up spending like £8 in reality on gold and I got 2 free Tigers. I have all the Tigers apart from was it the Citadel, I think, which is nuts, which is crazy. You know, that was really me going over the top because I've barely played them since I purchased them. But like I said, I didn't pay that much. But the light tank package, tank package, I love that package. And the rover, I got the rover. The rover is the most OP tank in the game currently. Because it's at tier 6, you know, it's not the most OP, it's just because it's at tier 6, which is just ridiculous. It's redonkulous. I think it's the Chaffee that we used to have at tier 5 that used to play up to tier 10. And I always remember killing a waffle in the Chaffee. Always remember that on Fisherman's Bay. I think I have it uploaded somewhere. And yeah, back when tier 5 light tanks used to be able to play up to tier 10, and I say that like as if it was a good thing. Was it a good thing? It was. It wasn't really a good thing. It was a thing. It was there. You had to deal with it. It's kind of ridiculous when you think about it. It's completely ridiculous. It's early in the morning, by the way, so I'm kind of keeping my voice down low. I live with my sister now, so yes. So and I got the Excalibur. Is it the Excalibur? Excalibur? The pizza oven tank, that's what I call it, because when it catches fire, when it gets blown up and catches fire and you look at it from the rear, it looks like a brick pizza oven, you know. Genuinely, that's what it looks like. The first time it blew up, I said, look, it's a pizza, there should be a pizza in there, you know, the flames flickering, and it's square, box shaped, it's a brick pizza oven, you know. That's what it is. That is a really good tank, by the way, and it was, everything was mega cheap. I didn't spend that much money. I just said, you know, you've got to take advantage of these sales. Even though I said I'm not going to buy any tanks, but these are all, you know, machines I've never played before, and they're fantastic. Says the guy who bought all those tigers. So I'm kind of, I'll try and put up some vids. I will try, and I will do my best. But I am currently doing very boring stuff, which is like grinding, and I'm trying to take advantage of the strength theory ops. I'm still doing what I explained in my strength theory vid, which is I take out the rover, I get 1 or 2 wins, and then I switch over to whatever it is I'm grinding. And currently it's the Japanese. It was the tier 8 heavy, now it's the tier 9 heavy, and I've managed to secure some really decent 10,000 plus K XP games in the Japanese heavy, and that's down to the rover. The rover carries the thing, you know, with its first 2 victories, and then the Japanese heavy kind of takes over. The Swedish mediums, I say Swedish mediums, the tier 8 Swedish medium, I cannot stand. I played, I think, 5 games in a row, and I lost all 5 games. And I cannot stand it. I know I have to figure it out, but I can't be bothered, you know, because I think there's nothing to this tank, and I cannot stand it. And hopefully tier 9 and tier 10 will be better. If not, I don't mind either way with that jazz. And the only remaining tank line is the French TDs, which I don't really like. They're kind of not even a one-trick pony. They're kind of like, they've been a 0-trick pony. I'm at tier 8. I've unlocked the Top Gun, the autoloader, and it's kind of like running around in a shoebox with wheels, and it's wondering what's the point. But I'm at the tail end of me grinding World of Tanks. You know, these are the last lines that I will be grinding. I don't see myself doing the Chinese tanks anytime soon, you know. So, like I mentioned this in the previous vid, pretty sure I have. Rambling full and a bit of memory loss. Yes, I'll get, what can I say? I'll try and put up a video about the rover, even though I don't think it's on sale anymore. But it is what it is. But yeah, so just checking in. Hello, goodbye. Hope you guys are well. Don't think we're doing enough here in England at all. as far as the coronavirus is concerned. We're doing a lot, but it's not enough, because I watch what's going on in Italy and all of that jazz, and I just don't think we're doing enough. I don't. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. Anyhow, take it easy, guys. On that sad note, on that macabre note, take it easy, guys. Adios, muchachos.